Introducing HyperLend, the next easy to follow airdrop guide in the HyperEVM ecosystem. In this video, we will provide you with a 2-in-1 airdrop tutorial. So before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and let's dive straight into it. And to begin with, we are currently on the HyperLend website, of which you'll find all the information and data you need to know surrounding this protocol. We are not going to go through all the information you need to know. However, if you would like a full deep dive, you can let us know in the comment section down below. But for us to get started with the airdrop tutorial, we're going to open up the app, which is going to take us over to a new page. Once we're here, we need to get ourselves signed up. So very simply utilize your HyperEVM account, of which I'm going to personally do. Here you'll be able to see that we are officially logged in, but now we need to get ourselves set up. So on the left hand side, you can see a point system of which we want to head over. Now we actually need to sign up to HyperLend in order to start earning points. These points in the future will translate to obviously an airdrop in my personal opinion, and therefore we now need to get ourselves started by signing ourselves in. Now it says point system is live. Our point system is here. Spend time on the platform, earn points and strive for the top tier. Are you up for the challenge? So here guys, we can see a few different tiers of which we can get by earning different amounts of points. Take a quick introduction if you like. Of course, I am not going to do that because I am here to show you how to do so. So, unranked, well done, you've entered the unranked tier, the realm of top tier players. Now let's see what's next. So guys, points are distributed every single Friday, it says, and therefore we have to wait every single week in order to claim our points. So we might not see our position change until the following Friday, of which we've done our tasks. However, in order to get started, my friends, the first step is to start inviting your friends. So if you've got any friends that you want to send over to the HyperEVM ecosystem to earn some airdrops, then of course do so you can both enjoy the airdrops. However guys, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is going to be a 2-in-1 airdrop. Why is this? Well, we are utilizing the HyperLend protocol, which has got its own point system. That is airdrop number 1. However, for every transaction that we do on HyperLend, we are also helping ourselves to qualify for the Hyperliquid airdrop by utilizing HyperEVM. Like we went through, we've covered a full HyperEVM airdrop tutorial, so we highly recommend checking that out if of course you are trying to farm the second Hyperliquid airdrop. I personally think this is one not worth missing because of course the first airdrop was the biggest airdrop in history and we don't want to miss the second. I missed the first one and I'm extremely gutted. However, I'm not going to miss the second one. Well, I'm going to try not to anyway. But for now guys, now going back over to HyperLend, let's get ourselves qualified for 2 airdrops. So we can see here that we've got our overall dashboard of which we can see our health balance on the portfolio. Nonetheless, all we need to do to qualify for this airdrop is simply supply some assets. Now on the way, we can also qualify for some bonus airdrops. However, starting off with HyperLend, what we're going to do is we're going to choose one of the available tokens to start lending out. Not only is this going to earn us a small stream of passive income by supplying it and obviously earning a small APY, we are going to help ourselves qualify for the airdrop. And before we started, I wanted to very simply top up my hype balance, of which I am now going to supply on HyperLend. This is a token that we can all provide because if you haven't got this token, of course you can't even qualify for the Hyperliquid airdrop. But all you want to do is now choose an amount. It could very simply be all of it. You can slide this little bar in order to choose how much, or you can choose a percentage. The choice is entirely yours guys, but let's just say I deposited 0.1 hype tokens into the HyperLend protocol. I'm going to be lending out my tokens so that other people can use my tokens, and of course I'll earn some points and I'll get a nice airdrop and some nice supply APY. So we can see that was already complete. It only took a couple seconds. Now if we go up to the top, give the page a refresh, you can see that I've deposited $3.69 and I'm earning a total of 0.3% APY, and I've got a health factor of 10 plus because I'm not borrowing any assets. So next step guys, let's say for example we wanted to stake another token and earn more supply APY. All we need to do is choose a token down the bottom. So we've got hype, wrapped stake hype, UBTC, UETH, USDE or SUSDE. So now we might as well add a third airdrop to the list to qualify for, seeing as that we can utilize many other assets on the HyperLend protocol. So for those who don't remember, in the last video that we covered in the HyperEVM ecosystem, we were on HyperSwap. Now this is another points program of which we can utilize in order to qualify for an airdrop. Once you're here guys, get yourselves logged in, and all we need to do is just start swapping tokens, and then of course we're going to take those tokens back over to HyperLend in order to lend them out and of course earn ourselves an airdrop. So once we're here, we're going to now choose one of the available tokens. So let's just say it was UBTC or wrapped stake hype for example. You could come over here, choose one of the tokens. Let's say it was UBTC. We're now going to choose an amount. Let's just say it was 0.1. All you need to do, swap the tokens. Of course guys, volume does matter. Only by swapping $3, I'm not helping myself whatsoever. On HyperLend, for example, the more assets that you can supply, of course, the more assets that you will earn from passive income, but the bigger and better airdrop you'll receive. The same on HyperSwap. The more assets that you are able to provide in liquidity and the more assets that you are able to swap in terms of volume, the more points that you will earn. So you need to see over in the points section that you will be earning points from HyperSwap, of which I've only got 16 because I've done the minimal amount. You can see my rank and you can see all of the activities of which we need to complete in order to earn points. But now that we've got our tokens, guys, we can head back over to HyperLend, give the page a refresh. Now, if we scroll down, we'll be able to see that we've got $3.71 worth of UBTC, and we can earn an APY of 1.19%. Next, all you do is choose an amount to supply. This time I'm going to supply the entire amount, and next I'm going to very simply deposit it. Bingo, bango, it was that easy. So that is 2 assets that we've supplied over on HyperEVM's legendary HyperLend protocol. And now all you want to do, guys, is very simply stay on top of your positions. And of course, if you want to supply other assets. So if we wanted to get another one, let's just say wrap staked hype, we'd go back over to HyperSwap, get ourselves qualified for more airdrops over here. So all we're going to do is choose the wrap staked hype token, of which we can see down here. Next, again, choose an amount. This time I might do a little bit more. Let's just say it was $7.50. I'm now going to swap the tokens. This is going to be another transaction over on HyperSwap and the HyperEVM ecosystem, helping ourselves qualify for 3 airdrops in one. Beautiful and beautiful. So I'm now going to take my tokens back over once again, and we can see that we've got $7.44, 0.22 wrapped staked hype tokens. So here, once again, we choose an amount that we want to lend out. Could be the entire amount, could be 5%, could be 10%, could be however much you like. So I'm going to do this very easily, and boom, it is already completed. If we go back over to our dashboard, here, my friends, we are now supplying $14.82. That is fantastic. Of course, I know, guys, it isn't that much whatsoever, but this is now sending us off on our journey to earn points and, of course, climb up the leaderboard in order to earn some points and get an airdrop. So if at any given time you want to withdraw any of the assets that you provided, we've provided 3 different types of assets. You can head over to the token that you supplied, head over to the tab where it says withdraw, very simply choose an amount you'd like to withdraw, and it will go back directly into your wallet. However, guys, we have also got borrowing. Now, this is a lending and borrowing protocol. So, of course, you can borrow assets and you can lend assets. So if you needed more hype tokens, then of course you can do that through this platform. But I'm personally not going to do it because with borrowing, there are a lot more risks than when they are supplying. Now, of course, bear in mind there are risks when you do supply assets, and please do your own research because we are not financial advisors and we do not give any financial advice. Also, if you feel more comfortable, please utilize a burner wallet. So from here, guys, all you need to do is now just stay on top of the lending, just lend out as much as you possibly can. Another huge factor in order to qualify for the airdrop is also the HLP vault. Now, wrapped HLP, an automated process of depositing to HLP while providing users with a transferable DeFi compatible token and boosted yield opportunities. Now, this is probably one of the most important tokens to own and will probably get you a lot of points. So here, guys, we can deposit any of the tokens. So we've got USDHL, USDT0, wrapped hype, UBTC, or UETH. Now, I've actually got myself USDT0 tokens, which you can see I've actually got $16.46. If you need any of the tokens down below, head over to HyperSwap again, choose one of the tokens to swap into, head back over to HyperLend and now choose an asset to deposit into. So for example, if I chose, I don't know, around $6 to put into this wrapped HLP, as you can see, it's only going to take a couple clicks to do so. And not only are we going to help ourselves with the airdrop, but it's also going to help us with the amount of passive income that we earn from this platform. Because the APY here in the last 30 days was 7.88% in comparison to the measly 1% that we were earning on the other assets. But once this is done, guys, we have now deposited 4 different types of assets into the platform, and we are now maximizing our airdrop on the HyperLend protocol. Now, we've also utilized HyperSwap, and of course, we've been building up those transactions on the HyperEVM, which is our main focus, because that will be the biggest airdrop. This is merely a bonus airdrop within the HyperEVM ecosystem that we will get at some point. But for now, guys, you know exactly what to do. And if you wanted to withdraw these tokens, come over to the withdraw section and choose an amount to withdraw. But we are now earning a nice amount of passive income. We are now supplying many different assets. We are now on our way to climbing up the leaderboard once we wait till the next Friday to, of course, check up on our points. So now, Friends, that is all we have to do in this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. We will be back in the HyperEVM ecosystem, so make sure that you're subscribed and got the notification bells turned on. If you have any requests whatsoever in terms of airdrop or whatever content that you want, please let us know and we'd be more than happy to help you guys. This is all for you and my friends. We can't wait to see you in the next video.